Right, this one's on why everything now is so expensive. Guys, comment below something that you see that you think is really expensive. Like everything's becoming more and more and more expensive. And there's a lot of reasons for it. Now, the first one is overpopulation. The amount of people being born is at an all-time high. There are almost 9 billion people on Earth, which means that's more mouths to feed, which means that's more food to grow. That means it's just more and more people. It's just more and more people than ever before, which obviously drives the price of things more expensive. As there's more people, people need food, people need water. It's the same. If you got a pizza and you split it in half, you're getting a pretty big slice. If you get that same pizza and you split it 4 ways, the slice is smaller. 8 ways, 10 ways, that same pizza, the slice has become thinner and thinner and thinner. That's why the price of everything is becoming higher. Another reason, after COVID, after lockdown, governments started printing more and more and more money. As they print more money, the value of the euro, value of the pound, value of the dollar goes down in value as just by printing more. It's the same reason why if there was millions and millions of diamonds, the diamonds wouldn't be valuable. Because there's a limited supply of diamonds, that's why diamonds are valuable. So that's the next reason, is due to the amount of government just splashing money and spending money crazy, printing money like crazy. Another reason is after lockdown, there's been a lot of shortage of crops due to climate change, due to weather conditions, these kinds of things, droughts. So not as much food has been grown. A lot of workers got ill. A lot of people, aren't here anymore due to COVID and these things. So rest in peace to them. But less workers means that, less production. Another reason to do with the reason why everything's becoming more and more expensive is because of corporation greed. Now, corporation greed means that a lot of companies and corporations are trying to slowly make their products smaller. It's called shrinkflation. You can actually Google this. But what happens is slowly over time, they'll make their chocolate bar smaller. Slowly over time, the Pringles can and the sweets and the chocolates and the milk cartons and everything slowly becomes smaller over time, which you might not notice, but things become slowly. It's the same with new cars. A lot of new cars break down all the time, but if you was to buy a car from the 90s or the 2000s and they were actually built very, very solid with good parts and materials, they don't actually break down as easily, whilst a lot of new cars break down. Same with the phones. Remember the old phones, the old Androids? You could take the battery out. If the battery's not working anymore, you could put a new battery into the phone, these kinds of things, but you can't do that anymore. So that's another reason why everything's becoming more and more expensive. It's just because of corporation greed. A lot of billionaires are trying to become trillionaires, and it's the whole wealth divide between like the poor and the rich. It's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger over time. Another reason is just to do with corruption in general. There's a lot of corruption going on in the world, and a lot of people wanting to spend as much money as they can, or trying to like devalue certain currencies so that they can get an advantage. A lot more people are also spending more than they've ever spent before, which makes things more expensive because shops have to keep up with the demand and the supply. Like Nintendo Switch 2 actually sold out within 24 hours. The Nintendo Switch 2, it's sold out within 24 hours. So, suppliers and supply chain issues are also causing this because there's not enough supply to actually fit the demand. Same with the PS5s, when the PS5 sold out and scalpers were buying all of them and then reselling it at higher prices. So it's a lot with shops and things. People are buying things in bulk and then reselling them at higher prices, which causes the price of everything to go up because people are like hoarding and buying items like crazy and then reselling them for more money. Same reason why petrol goes up. Also to do with wars. There's a lot of wars in the world right now, so there's a lot of different wars going on in different countries and things, so that can also be the reason why price of everything's going up as well. Another one is people are moving around the world a lot more, so a lot of people are actually moving around the world a lot more, and a lot more travel has happened. The most travel in the world has happened in 2025 and 2024 after lockdown. People are traveling, which means that certain value currencies are going to other currencies, which is causing these issues. And that's why there's a lot of protests and riots going on in the world about people with higher currency values going to other countries, and then their dollar per capita of their currency exchange is different to the people who actually live in the area, which causes instability in certain countries. So these kinds of things. So there's a lot of instability, a lot of corruption, a lot of the price of everything going higher because governments are printing more money, overpopulation issues. So these are the kind of issues of why everything is becoming slowly more and more expensive. Also less people are getting jobs because of AI. Instead of having lots of security, they're having less people work. So the businesses can make more money by putting cameras instead, or self-checkout. When you're in the shop and you can do self-checkout, you're basically doing the job for them. So these kinds of things, by self-checkout, out on having, you know, these kind of automated tools or automated online purchasing and like self-driving cars, and these kinds of things are the reasons why a lot of jobs are actually getting lost. So, you know, things are becoming more expensive. You know, a lot of accountants are actually losing their jobs because people now can use AI to do the accounting for them, and these kind of technological issues. But yeah, my name's Krish. This is a quick video, 5-minute one on why everything is getting more expensive. Please comment down below what other videos ideas you want me to talk about. But yeah, everything's getting more expensive and it is really crazy.